Welcome back to Fast Track to Marriage Part 1 now. How to get married or what gets you married. Today is going to be our last part for this series, and we are going to cover the helpful questions that's going to lead you to a great connection, deeper connection, and figuring out what that person in front of you is all about. So, what is this? What are these questions are about?
So these next section of questions we're going to be covering are to come after you have formed the person and built some trust and rapport with them. You've formed as in you know about their family, their occupation, what they enjoy doing for fun or recreation. And then as you get to know a person on the next level, we have another acronym for you called feldspar. And each letter stands for a specific category of dreams and goals that you will want to identify in your life. And then you'll also have a backdrop of what to ask others. What are your dreams and goals in this area? Here are mine. You know, you have something to talk about. Some people haven't figured out, others don't, but at the very least, it'll get them to thinking if they don't know. So they are as follows. The F is for financial goals. The E is for emotional goals. The L is for leadership. And the D is for dreams and mind development. And the S is spiritual. The P is physical, as in your physical exercise or health, whatever. And the A is for adventure, and the R is for relationships. Now, we split this acronym into two sections. There's FELD, and then there's SPAR. We say the SPAR part of the acronym, S-P-A-R, are the questions that you can ask somebody that you are still getting to know them. Once you're in a more deeply trusted, committed relationship, you can talk more about the FELD. You know, obviously you don't walk up to a stranger, hey, what are your financial goals? They're gonna like, get out of here, you weirdo, you freak. No.
Or would you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know? So anyhow, as you identify, at least we recommend identifying at least 3 dreams and goals in each of these categories. You can have more, but at least 3. And then answer the question, why? Why? And when? And how? Answer the what, when, why, how question for each of these categories. Okay? That'll help you get down to the really the deep nuggets of what it's all about. And if you've listened to our MVP video previous on mission, vision, and what makes you peculiar, you will want to make sure that each one of these categories in feldspar somehow tie into your top 3 goals for the year and help fulfill those top 3 goals. If they don't, then you may want to consider prioritizing accordingly and pushing some things off to the next year. Okay.
So priorities. And then top 3 things maybe.
Yes. You want to somehow make each category support one of your top 3 goals or be connected to it in some way. And for sure, all of them need to support your overarching life MVP, your life mission, vision, and you bring your tap into what makes you peculiar and unique. And this will help you prioritize, and your feldspar should be reflected in your calendar and in your budget or your checking account, whatever you want to, whatever you use. So your calendar and your budget should reflect all 8 of these categories in feldspar.
So how are you taking action towards it, right?
Well, it demonstrates that you're actually taking action on it, not just a pipe dream.
If
it's not on your calendar and you're not somehow putting investment towards some of these goals and dreams in your budget, then it's a pipe dream and it's not going to happen. And no amount of faith and believing in God to do things is going to cause these things to happen if you don't have a faith action step that you're taking. In other words, every instance of a miracle in God's word, the Bible, happened when somebody took a step of faith and trusted God, but they had to take the step first, and then God delivered. it was like always God told them to do something, and once they did that in obedience, boom, breakthrough. Okay, so make sure that you're not just like, I want this and I'm believing God for it. Okay, what are you doing? Are you releasing something? Are you releasing you know, some sort of resources, something like what's it costing you to you're releasing something has to cost you something in order to make room for the new, for you to receive. In order for you to receive, you have to let go of something, the old in your life. What it could be anything. I'm not trying to box this in, but it could be as simple as decluttering a room and throwing some stuff away that, or getting rid of it, selling it to make room for the new stuff. You want new stuff, then get rid of some of the old. It's the same with dreams and goals. You want to embrace some of these new things. What can you release? Whether it's money, time, non-beneficial stuff that's distracting you to where you're settling for less, like an addiction that's robbing you of time. You know, that can rob you of dreams.
Right. And so when you are going down the list, first of all, if you want that list and what specific things go into it, send us something, tell us that you want it, we'll send it to you.
Free.
Yes. And so the other thing is too, if you are identifying all of those things and you're taking action towards that, then you will be able to ask another person about those things. You will remember because they will be important to you, right? And putting dates on the calendar is going to put you into action to actually get there. If you don't have dates on the calendar, we know by experience that it's not going to get done because it's not on the calendar. And it's like that with everything, right? So, and then of course you take those questions, you take those topics, and you can ask another person about their dreams, about their goals, about their victory markers, whatever you want to call it. And so you can talk about your MVP. You go down the list of form. And then of course, the form is more of what the person is right now, right? You're getting to know their present state and who they are. And then of course, feldspar is something that's moving you forward into what they're dreaming about, who they want to become, what are they planning for, what is their vision for the next year, 5, 10 years, whatever, lifetime. And that's going to also show you how are you aligning with that person.
And you also want to stay up to date on what a person who's near and dear to your loved one, your spouse, or to your children, stay up to date on their feldspar dreams and goals, because they change. They change with the seasons.
Absolutely. So if you're married and you watching this and you're like, well, I'm already with that person. Awesome. We'll do that seasonally. Check in with each other. Go over those things. See, where are you personally? Are you changed? Are you still in that? Or you achieved certain things, now you have new things that you want to accomplish. And same with your family, same with your children, same with your loved ones, your, cousins, your parents, whoever, your best friends even. Aligning with people is something that we do as humans, and those questions, those topics will move you towards deeper connection with whoever you desire to, right? Just use it for good. Is that it?
I think so. I think we covered it.
That's it, guys. So this is the Fast Track to Marriage course, a short version, down to the point, and get going, right?
And this is video number 5, right?
Video number 5, part number 5. If you like this and you enjoyed it and you watching it on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching, and you're not part of our community on school, let us know. We would love to invite you there.
It's free, by the way.
It's a free community, and
free community.
A lot of things there. It's not just us there. We have a huge team there that's put our mentors, Carlos and Chantel's there, and they're putting a lot of great tools there. They bring videos, they bring posts, you name it. We have 3 other couples that are getting into their legacy team.
Yeah,
they're helping us too. So they're I blank on the word what that is, but they're contributing. There you go.
Right. And
So,
yes, we do have paid content if somebody wants to get really serious with us. However,
yes.
we have loads of free stuff that in that community and here on YouTube that we just want to bless people because we understand the law of sowing and reaping.
Yes.
You reap what you sow. Freely you have received, freely give without expectation. And when we help enough people get what they need and want, guess what? The Father will provide for our needs as well.
That's right.
And we're not doing it so that we receive, but also out of a heart of love, because when we love and give without expectation, guess what? We're following the example of Jesus himself. And that's our heart, is to bless people in God's kingdom.
Yeah.
So,
all right, guys, be blessed. Invite others to this channel. If it's benefiting for you, it might be benefiting for them too.
so share.
Yeah. All right. See you
Bye.
next time. Be blessed.